Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're just going to do a little update on old Becky here. As you see, she's still tucked away in the garage. No wheels on her. There's no tools underneath, which means we are getting close, ladies and gentlemen. I got today's helper, Miss Sheila Dawn. Hello Sheila, scratch your leg, go get the ball. So, the last thing that I have here that I needed to do before I could really put the car back on the ground is finish my trans cooler. So I had ordered this nice B&M trans cooler. It's got a nice fan on the back, and it has nice size nice size outs and ins. I had to make this little bracket here. It sits in there pretty good. I took the fog light out, which actually I can put the fog light in. I still have room, but I took the fog light out because this is going to be the permanent location for this trans cooler. I want to take the fog light out, so I had a bunch more room, a bunch more airflow coming into it, because that TH400, hopefully it's not going to be a mess for me, but I definitely wanted to make sure it stayed cool. While doing this, I have the lines ran to a switch. It is on a fused link and on a relay up to a switch into the car, which is all nice and ran and pretty and tucked out of the way. You can't even tell. If you look right here, though, this is the mess for the headlights. I've got to have Casey come back over here from LED Integrations and try to clean that up a little bit. But the headlights are in. Everything is nice and permanently mounted. Oh, back to the trans cooler. So I put all these nice ends and stuff on it, and got them all nice and done, and everything looks pretty. And I got my lengths cut and put it up on the cooler side, and was getting ready to run it to the transmission. But I was like, you know what? This looks really big for transmission. So I called the transmission builder, JPC Racing, and lo and behold, I am way too big. This is a -10. I needed to go down to a -6, so I had ordered all brand new lines, all brand new ends, yet again, which I had already purchased all this stuff, the lines and the hose and the fittings and stuff a couple months ago to finish this project, because this is, like I said, this is one of the last items on the list to get taken care of. But they were wrong size, so I made a emergency purchase to Pegasus Racing. I called them up. I was like, look, I need you to send me some -6 steel braided. This stuff is nice. Very, very nice. It's 1000 PSI. I got a whole bag full of fittings and stuff in here, from my hose ends to my 90s to little adapters to fit into the transmission. I also ordered these little clips here. What they do is they sandwich around the hose, and then you can use a self-tapper or whatever, if you've got a bolt or something down there, to be able to tuck the line and stuff in. So, because if you see right here, this stuff looks good. I mean, it's definitely out of the way, but you can imagine when I put my wheel on and I turn without that fender liner in, I'm going to be hitting this. And that's not really something I want to do. So I was thinking, just trying to bring it up and tuck it up close to the body. Same thing with this one right here. Just kind of tuck them up and above. I do plan on putting the inner fender liners back in. I'm going to try anyway. There's not many mounting tabs and stuff to be able to mount. You can't even see. But to be able to mount in here, there's only like 2, maybe 3 little tabs on this carbon fiber, versus the factory there was like 3 or 4 of them. Let's see. So that's that. This is transmission stuff. This is the last thing, which I'm going to try to do this weekend, if possible. Maybe start mating my ends up and getting that taken care of. Let's see. The inside, I have to put the center console cover back on, because I wanted to make sure that my shifter and everything was all in and nice and taken care of, which is done. Excuse the trash in the car, it's kind of a mess. Obviously I haven't drove this thing in quite a while. Inside is done. The seat harnesses are all in. All the hardware is done. It's all mounted securely. I did test fit myself on the driver's side. It does look like it's going to work for me pretty well. I'm thinking about ordering me a rear seat, I guess you'd say cover for the Delete, I would say. It just is kind of like a void back here of nothing, you know. But these are just trim pieces. Those pieces right there I do have to put back on, which are the side, which are the side skirts. I had to put the fenders on, and I have to put the fender liners in before I can put the skirts back on, because there's something that mounts on the corner there. Then let's see. So I got to do the trans cooler again, which is just like I said, just redo the lines, which all I have to do is refit the lines, put the ends on them, connect them to the transmission. I have to fill the transmission up with probably another 6 or 7 quarts of fluid, and then we should have the adequate amount of fluid in the transmission and the cooler to be able to put this thing on the ground once everything else is done. Once the cooler's done, put the center console back together, put the trimming on the outside back on. Bumpers got to go back on, of course. And then I'm not really sure which wheels and tires I'm going to put on, because I got like freaking 3 sets. I was thinking about maybe putting my new 20s on the front and then put my new billet specialties on the back, which I still have to mount, which I'll try to make a little video on that, because it's going to be something new for me. Oh, there's a little bumper support bar right there. That's why it's still sitting on the ground, which is going to go right here. It's going to go from these two to the other side, which I want to change this hardware. I just don't like the way or how small this hardware is to be able to hold this bumper support bar on. Let's see, I got those couple pieces. Once the bumper's on, I can put my splitter on, which is right there. It's nice carbon fiber as well. And I think that's going to be it. I've done bled the brakes. All the brakes are good. There is probably 7 quarts of transmission. There's probably about 6 quarts of transmission fluid in it right now. I wanted to start the car because I hadn't started it since June. So I did start the car because I had put, and obviously I torqued down all of the hardware for the flex plate and torque converter. I think right? Yeah. No. The flywheel and torque converter. I don't know, whatever it is. Put the drive shaft in, put all the hardware in, got it all torqued down. I finished the rear up, got everything all torqued to spec. I've done, walked around, double, quadruple checked everything on the whole car. There is a couple of sensors, like these little ABS sensors here that go into the hub assemblies. I don't have those bolted in on all 4 corners yet. I had to get some hardware for it. But that's really it. Once I finish the cooler again, add fluid, put the bumper on, finish a couple of trim pieces. Becky's going to be back down on the ground. And, one more important piece of the exhaust. I got to put the exhaust back on. Excuse me. Once all that is done, the car will be back down on the ground, and we'll be tearing up the streets yet again. She's missing her taillights. They're sitting right here. Just wanted to give you just a couple of minute update video on what we got going on with Becky in the garage. Hopefully you guys like what we got going on. If you have any comments or any questions, leave them down below. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. And y'all hustle harder.